All right. If you're spiritually sensitive and you just tend to like feel more shit and like just understand more shit than another person and stuff like that, I'm about to show you how to take this shit to the fucking next level. You feel me? Because bro, this shit fucked me up, and I'm being for real, bro. And like, yeah, there's like kind of like 5 stages that a person really goes through, because like when you can sense something, right? You're like, okay, I feel that shit, right? Like, yeah, you can feel it. You're sensible, right? But you could truly be knowledgeable and be like, holy shit, nigga, that is that, and I know that that is that. You feel me? And this is a different kind of knowledge. It's not just intellectual book research knowledge, but it's a deeper intuitional knowledge also. You feel me? Now, let me truly explain how this shit works. And here's the beginning stages of it. The beginning stage is when you're like, okay, nigga, like, that's true, that's false, that's good, that's bad. You can't really explain why to yourself or anybody else, but you just have a feeling. You're like, nigga, that's good, that's bad, and you just happen to be right most of the time. You feel me? Like, it just plays out that thing most of the time usually is true, or that it is false, or that it really was harmful, that it really was beneficial. You feel me? You just been doing that shit. The next step, and that's Anubis right there, or Anapu. The next step from there is the Chudi, right? That's when you have intellectual knowledge. You feel me? That's your intellect right there. So that's when you start researching shit, you start reading shit, and you're like, oh yeah, nigga, this is good and bad because of that. You feel me? You can start saying shit and start explaining shit a bit more. You feel me? Then you have Sa, the next evolution of that, which is intellect coupled with feeling. By the way, the Chudi has the power of Sa, which you could also have. You feel me? Which is the intellect power with the feeling, because when you start getting intellectual knowledge, right? You feel me? You could power that with truly not knowing that this shit is real or false, because you could read intellectual shit that is false and think that it's actually true. So if you don't have the intellect power with feeling, you won't truly understand what the fuck you're experiencing and reading and stuff like that. You feel me? You gonna be all fucked up. You feel me? You gotta power that shit with feeling. It's like you start reading that shit, you're like, oh yeah, this is truly true. Like, I feel that shit. Like, I'm getting this shit. I'm understanding this shit. I'm becoming one with this shit. You feel me? As you start coupling that intellect with feeling and achieving that Sa, you get to or Isis. That's your intuition right there and stuff like that. You feel me? That's when you start truly deeply understanding and you start knowing this shit. You could truly, you just start fluently saying this, bitch. You feel me? You just start fluently thinking this shit. You ain't even really need the book for it. You might still fuck with a book, but at this point, it's like at this point, you look at the book and it's like you know what this book about. I'ma still read it to get some cool little pointers type shit. You feel me? But you not even do that shit, because I'm telling you, bro, that intuition different. You feel me? Like a lot of times we don't fully tap into these things like all the time, all the way. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not always inside the set Isis part of myself. I ain't even gonna capture you, and most of us aren't. You feel me? Because if we was, we wouldn't even do half of the things that we do. You feel me? Sometimes we trying to get that intellect or that intellect power feeling, or to be at that Anubis stage, or we go through all them bitches. You feel me? Because we do go through all the bitches all the time and stuff like that. Because the next stage from a set was from there. Unren Ra. That's pretty much the name of Ra. And the name of Ra is the name of God. And pretty much the name of God, when you know the name of something, you truly like know that thing. That's what the name is. Like, since my name is a Sarjan, you know that I'm a Sarjan. Okay, boom, right? So with that shit being said, right, to find the name of God, right, it's not like a physical actual name, you feel me? To find the name, you have to become one with that thing. When you become one with that thing, you truly know that thing. So if you became one with that thing, now you know that thing, now you know its name. Even though it may not be a physical name or like a Sarjan ass name, you feel me? You still know that thing because you became one with it. So therefore, they say that you know that name. You feel me? So when you become one with the source of creation, right? You have true knowledge of everything and stuff like that. You feel me? And like, yeah, that's the end stage of that bitch. You might hit the red one a couple times in your life and then just fall for it. Like, you feel me? That should be happening. You feel me? Because there's a difference between hitting a point and becoming firmly established at that point. You feel me? Like, yeah, nigga, you might have benched 315 one time, but can you do that shit 10 times? Can you hold that bitch up for like 80 seconds? Like can you do that shit for 10 can you hold it for 10 minutes? Like, if you're not firmly established in that thing, it don't matter if you just hit it 1 or 2 times type shit. You gotta stay there type shit. You feel me? So that's how you could boost your shit from being spiritually sensible, spiritually knowledgeable type shit. You feel me? Peace.